to achieve a common goal. There has been much more chaos, terror and war brought on by monarchists, fascists, communists, democrats and capitalists than anarchists ever did. Capitalism has its unplanned booms and busts. Capitalism is chaos. Now I'm going to give you actual examples from history and my personal life, which will show you that anarchy is order. The second speaker will continue the theme and show you how freedom is the mother of order, not the daughter. And the third speaker will sum it all up and prove to you, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that anarchy is order. Recently, I went to a festival that was called AFES, which is the Alternative Education Festival. It had been put on with extremely short notice, no money to start with, and without hierarchy. Anybody in it was equal. It was ran cooperatively by people largely between the ages of 14 and 23. Now, it was criticised within the home ed community. These goddamn crazy kids, what are they up to now? It'll never happen. It won't last 3 days. It can't succeed, but it did all of those things. And it was great, okay? Could have been a few more showers within it. Anarchy doesn't have to be country or worldwide. Anarchy works in small places as well as large. AFES was an example of anarchy as order. Anarchy is fluid, it's constantly moving. It is not a destination, it is a journey. The pursuit of liberty and equality is anarchy. Anarchy is a protest against all oppression and injustice. It is against all discrimination. It is free people working together to achieve a common goal. In the words of Pierre Proudhon, the first person to use the word anarchy in a political sense, anarchy is organisation, anarchy is order. That is the meaning of the anarchist sign of the A within the O. Anarchy is order. Ukraine, 1919. The violent forces of oppressive and authoritarian Bolshevism are moving in. All power to the Soviets really meant all power to a tiny ruling elite ran by the psychopathic and murderous Lenin and Trotsky. Nestor Makhno and his friends, the Ukrainian anarchists, fight back. The official declaration of the Makhnovists. The freedom of the workers and the peasants is their own and not subject to any restriction. It is up to the workers and the peasants to organise themselves, to agree amongst themselves in all aspects of their lives as they see fit and desire. The Makhnovists can do no more than give aid and counsel. In no circumstances can they nor do they wish to govern. Land was tilled in common, affairs managed by temporary delegates elected by the commune. The anarchist army of the Ukraine fought the Red Army, the White Army, Ukrainian nationalists, Germans and Austrians, and they held on for 3 years, eventually defeated by overwhelming firepower and treachery. During the time of anarchy in the Ukraine, 7 million people lived in autonomous communes. They ran factories and farms, they fed, clothed and housed 7 million people in extreme conditions. Anarchy is organisation. Anarchy is order. Kurdistan. Öcalan, the Stalinist head of the PKK, the Kurdistan Workers' Party, sits in Imrala prison, Turkey, and reads the works of an obscure American anarchist, Murray Bookchin. He is converted. He changes his party and embraces liberty and equality. Now, the women fighters of the YPJ fight the authoritarian forces of ISIS in Syria. and they are sending ISIS-Daesh soldiers to hell. The women fighters terrify Daesh male sexist soldiers because in their philosophy, to die by the hands of a woman is a fate worse than death. They send them to hell. The YPJ operates cooperatively, mutually, anarchically. They are all equal and they are fighting for freedom and they are winning. The YPJ and the YPJ, men and women's battalions of the PKK, fly the black flag of anarchy, literally. Their flag is black and they have the A and the O in it. They are taking control of large areas of Syria formerly controlled by Daesh. They liberated the Yazidi in the area of Sinjar, they liberated the area of Rojava, they are liberating areas as we speak now. They are made up of people from all over the Middle East and beyond. In an area of authoritarianism, they are a bastion of liberty and equality. They are the most democratic area within the Middle East, if not the world. Fellow Toast people, most welcome guests, I've given you 3 examples of how anarchy is order. Whether it is the organisation of a festival, supplying the needs of 7 million people in a time of conflict, or fighting against an evil and barbarous enemy, anarchy works. Anarchy is order. Support the proposition. Love, peace, and anarchy.